know that you are born with the most advanced supercomputer in the world? That's because that supercomputer is in your head. And yes, I'm talking about the brain.
But what do I mean by that? Well, we can learn, adapt, and build things with our knowledge.
Sounds simple, but for computers and machines, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated. For one thing, our brains are 10 times more efficient than our computers. So why not make our computers like our brains? And that's neural computing, and let me show you how it works.
Our brains are made of billions of neurons, and they're all bonded by synapses. The synapses are how the neurons communicate. It's the phone line in the brain.
The nerves are constantly sending signals, just like how your friends send 1,000 texts about tomorrow's test.
Because of these connections, our brains can learn quicker, memorize, and so much more. So to mimic this environment in a computer, we need to make artificial neurons, or in fancy terms, neuromorphic chips. These chips can be arranged in a way that can make an artificial brain for the computer.
But what about our ability to learn? Machines can learn too, and that's called machine learning, and there are three ways in which they can learn.
Number one, supervised learning, which is like a teacher in physics class. Your teacher draws a graph or shows a formula and explains it. Now you can link between the graph and the lesson. Number two, unsupervised learning, which is like a pop quiz about a lesson you slept through. You'll start guessing the answers. Number three, reinforcement learning, which is like writing an essay and asking for feedback from your English teacher. You keep repeating it until it looks perfect to you.
But if you think about it, learning takes time, and as we mentioned earlier, some simple tests can be very complicated to a computer.
The part that we can simulate from the brain is called the neural cortex, which is responsible for intelligence. It controls the decision making and our perceptions of objects and situations.
These are teachable aspects of the brain. However, not everything can be taught or programmed into the machine.
For instance, to feel happy, sad, mad, and so on won't be something machines will learn, but you can teach it how to react or how to detect feelings from facial expressions. Neuromorphic computing can help us improve medicine, improve our devices, and advance artificial intelligence. It might even help us get to colonize Mars.
By using the brain as our model, the new generation of computing will be based on our complex biology. And so, I welcome you to the new dawn of technology.